Okay, y'all, today is a very special day. I do have a smirk on my face. Okay, there's a reason for that. Some people may say, why do you have a smirk on your face today? Well, um, I just went to somebody's channel. The universe said, go over there. I went over there and I was like, wow, I'm really glad. I'm really, really glad. Shout out to Cardi B. Okay, shout out to Cardi B. My concern has always been that she get paid. Okay, that's all I have. And listen, y'all, I am not vested enough in any social media bloggers, career or lack thereof, or their their goal or their drive or their make believe, stardom or whatever it is. It's not my responsibility. And I'm not asking anybody to not donate. Matter of fact, I encourage it. Okay? I would think there's millions of and millions and millions of people out there, okay, that are not like me. You know, there are millions of people that are vested more so in somebody on an app. They're vested more so in some blogger on an app. And whatever it is that they've gotten themselves into because of their stupidity, because let's just break it down. You would have to be stupid to get yourself in a situation where you're having to pay $20,000 a month. You do know that that's $120,000 a year. Okay? I mean, I don't have those kind of expenses. Am I going to take on the burden of someone that has those kind of expenses? Am I going to, help them pay $3.5 million? But y'all, there's a GoFundMe that has been set up, and I encourage you. I think there's like 3 or 4 different ways to pay. Go and help pay off the judgment, the $4 million+ judgment, and I don't have an issue with that. I can honestly say I do not have one issue with that at all, because all I'm ever concerned about is that Cardi B, which shout out to Cardi B, is that she gets her $4+ million judgment. So this will give everyone a chance to, be a high roller, make $1,000 or a $10,000 contribution to it. I have the GoFundMe set up. No, not set up. I have the GoFundMe up because I clicked on the link. Now, did I click on the link to make a contribution to it? No. I won't be contributing a penny to it. But I'm sure others are very interested in that. Where is the thing at? I just had it up. I'm going to have to bring it up again. Jeez, I just had that up. It got rid of it. Let me just click on this again and bring it up. Okay, cancel. Okay, here it is. It says fundraiser, okay? I'm just reading you what it says. Fundraiser by Latasha Kibi is what it says. Stand with Tasha K to move forward. Now, I just want to say that I'm not vested one way or the other, okay? You wait on me to ever be vested in some blogger, okay? Some wannabe star that will do anything up under the sun, including tell vicious, malicious lies on people for clicks and views. Okay? I know that's the norm. I'm not part of it. Okay? But I do urge whoever wants to contribute, because all I really care about is that Cardi B gets her $4+ million judgment, meaning her money. That's all I've ever cared about. And even before the judgment was awarded, all I ever cared about was that she would win the case. And before she even filed the case, I was like, wow, I hope she doesn't sit up and just take this from this person. Well, she didn't. Fast forward to today. Now there has been a GoFundMe set up. Okay, and I don't know how this is here. It says that there's 1% raised. Okay, and it says here. I'm going to read to you what it says. A personal message from Tasha K. Winos. Okay, and which y'all, I don't drink wine. It gives me a headache. For years, many of you have asked me to start a fundraiser to help me pay off the judgment against me. I always refused because I believed it was my responsibility to handle it on my own. Well, wait a minute. Weren't you trying to hide assets and all of that stuff and file bankruptcy to get out of paying it? You know why it has come to this? Because there's no way out. There's no way out. Okay? The rubber has met the road. Okay? There are consequences for what you do. Okay, I call it karma. Okay, it says, but after many conversations with you all, and I'm sure there's over 1 million of them, I'm finally listening. This fundraiser is being created for one purpose only, to pay down the judgment debt so I can close this chapter and move forward without constant legal distractions. I am currently making my court-ordered, okay, and I told you all about that, court-ordered, okay, payments. And I just want to say this. I ain't taking a penny out of this household. I'm not taking 1 red cent out of this household to contribute to anybody's stupidity and greed and evil actions and evil intent. But I encourage whoever wants to do it, all these big bloggers, you know, the ones that have never spoke on that case, but they speak about everything else that has been in the news. I hope they make $100,000 contribution. If I had to guess, they probably can't because it's IRS time. It's tax time. And Uncle Sugar gonna get his one way or the other. And y'all, karma is the same way. Karma is gonna get your ass one way or the other. Okay? It's either the law of the land or the laws of the universe. And I stand strong on that. And I don't need validation, confirmation, or acceptance. Okay? But it says here, I am currently making my court-ordered payments of $20,000 per month from my own income, and I will continue to make those payments regardless of what is raised here from my own income, meaning I will personally contribute my own funds to pay this down faster. Every dollar raised through the GoFundMe will go strictly toward reducing the balance, okay? I encourage y'all, if you can, contribute, because all I care about is that Cardi B gets her money, getting her $4+ million. That's all I care about. So I think she has a website. Go join the website. I don't know how much it is because I ain't ever joined it. Okay? I think she got Venmo and PayPal and GoFundMe and all that. Contribute to all of it. Matter of fact, go over there and watch those ads for her. Okay? I don't care what you do. All I care about is that Cardi B, which shout out to Cardi B, gets her $4+ million judgment. Says here, many people don't see what happens behind the scenes. Even while making my payments, creditors can still bring me back to court for examinations and filings. Y'all, I'm not moved. I have no sympathy for evil or evildoers or people that are out here doing ill will to destroy other people to elevate themselves. You know, I'm not sitting over here in a $4 million debt. Okay? And I'm not taking 1 red cent out of this household for anybody's stupidity, greed, and evil deeds. I won't do it. But I encourage whoever wants to do it, do it. Okay? Even while making my payments, creditors can still bring me back to court for examinations and filings. Each appearance costs time, energy, and legal fees. It keeps me tied up in a system that never seems to end. I don't have $3.5 million sitting in cash. But with the help of my community, which y'all, I'm not part of that. I'm not part of no evil, wicked, grimy, devilish, rotten to the core community that these apps have made normal. They've normalized it, okay? And they brainwashed you and they've gotten you addicted to somebody on a phone to where you're taking money out of your household to help validate their stupidity. Okay? So I'm not part of that. I don't have 3.5. Maybe she should have thought about that beforehand, But according to her, I don't have 3.5 million sitting in cash. But with the help of my community, which I'm not part of it, we can accelerate paying this off so I can finally move forward and focus on creating, reporting, and entertaining. There's nothing entertaining about sitting around making up lies on people. Okay? That $4 million judgment should have told you that. Okay? And I ain't no fool. But kudos to the fools. I encourage the fools, and you don't have to be a fool. Because I don't want to make it seem like you got to be a fool to donate. Give whatever you can. I encourage you. Give whatever you can spare. Because all I have ever cared about is that Cardi B gets her money. By any means necessary. Okay? So it says here, we can accelerate the paying off this off. Okay, so focus on reporting and entertaining without constant interruption. For those asking about merch incentives, a Kickstarter campaign will go live on my birthday this Tuesday, where supporters will be able to receive exclusive items and thank you gifts tied to their support. This fundraiser is simply a way for those who have supported me for years to help me finally put this chapter behind me. This is honestly the only birthday gift I'm asking for this year. Wow, $3.5 million? Wow. Okay, to ensure full transparency, the books will be shared quarterly so everyone can see exactly where every dollar goes toward the debt. Thank you for believing in me and standing with me through everything. With love to my wino gang, Tasha K. Okay, so y'all go over there now. I'm going to click this little donate. I want to see what happens when you click that. So it says still $3,491,994 to go. Help us build momentum. I guess you can give monthly or you can give once. It's $25 is the minimum. I guess you can put in whatever you want. I wonder if you can put in a penny. Let's see if it'll accept a penny. I'm just curious. It won't go past. It won't let you go past that. Okay. It won't. Okay. There's no way to move this thing past that decimal point and past that zero. Okay. Let's see if it'll let you put $1. It won't even let. Okay, it will let you put $1 in there. Okay. I'm not putting $1. I'm not putting a penny. Or or any of that. I ain't being funny. I'm just saying. I ain't taking no money out my household. I ain't taking a penny. It's a penny there on the floor. You think I'm gonna pick it up? You think I'm that big of a fool to support what was done to Cardi B? All I care about is that she gets her money. Okay? That's all I care about. That's why I'm supporting everybody to encourage it. Okay? There's two ways to look at this. There's two ways to look at it. It's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. Okay? The way I see it, okay, I'm going to tell you the way that she sees it. Help me pay off the debt, meaning that you're helping her. Well, I'm looking at it the other way. I want y'all to help pay off the debt so that Cardi B can get her money. So that it ain't like she needed. I doubt she need a penny of it. But it's based on principle. Okay? So, the way I'm looking at it is, you're helping Cardi B get her money that she don't even need. Okay? That's the way I see it. So, y'all go support. Am I going to give a penny? It won't let me give a penny. Was I going to give a penny? No. There's some pennies in on the floor. Okay? What does it say? GoFundMe has a 0% platform fee for organizers and relies primarily on the generosity. Y'all, I'm not generous when it comes to evil. I'm not generous when it comes to evil deeds. I'm not generous when it comes to people that sit around on an app and attack people and tell lies, malicious, malevolent, evil, demonic lies on people. with the intent of destroying their lives. Now, I'm going to tell you where I am with it. Do I think any of these people are going to get a blessing? I really don't. But that's just my opinion. I don't think they're going to get a blessing. It may take a year or two. Believe me, there's going to be some kind of a curse that comes with it. Okay? You don't know what's going to happen to these folks' kids or these folks' families. Okay? But let them give. Anyway, all I care about is that Cardi B gets her money. I don't care what happens to any of these people that donate or their families or their kids or any of that. That's for karma to deal with them. I'll tell you one thing, I'm not donating a penny to evil. Not one single solitary red cent. And that's my prerogative. Okay? But I encourage whoever wants to give. Now that's all. Okay, it says here, payment method. You can pay by PayPal, Venmo, or credit card. Okay, and y'all, I got so many credit cards. Ooh, the credit cards that I have. They stand in my wallet in them. And there's so many, all of them they're not even all in my wallet, y'all. Am I going to be donating to anything like this? No. Okay, am I vested in anybody that want to be a star? And I don't care if she didn't do all that. Let's back it up. Let's say she was across the board. I'm not vested. I have no vested interest in trying to propel anybody into stardom. It's not my burden. I ain't willing to take on that dead weight, that burden, that ball and chain. Okay? And it's a choice. People don't make choices that I make. But I'll tell you one thing about me, I don't have a $4 million plus judgment over my head. I ain't paying nobody $20,000 a month. Court ordered. I ain't on here building no GoFundMe, trying to leverage my stupidity and my evil deeds that I've done. And that's only one person she's done that to. There are many others. Okay? Pay it off. I want Cardi B to get her money. That's it. It says 1%. It hasn't changed. There are people that are giving $50. Y'all, if anybody got $50, get her $50, $25. I'm just reading what it says here. $25. They got their name on there too. Look at all these fools. Well, I don't want to say fools. $10, $20. Okay? 10, 20, 30. Okay, what's this say? $18? $10? $10? Okay? $5? Yeah, they invested. Y'all, I'm just going to say what I'm really thinking. Look at the evil. And these evil has names. I don't utter their names. You think I'm calling these folk names? No, $50. $50? $50, I don't feel no kind of way about these $50. $50, then $50 is going to Cardi B. Okay, $25. $25. $10. Look how people are vested. They are vested in monsters. I told y'all a lot of these folks out of their minds. $10. $10. $5. I can make a very substantial contribution to this if I was vested. I'm not vested. You wait on me to ever be vested in evil or evil deeds. Okay? I'm going to tell you where I am with it. They get exactly what they deserve. And I'm going to tell you where I am with it also. Cardi B, I hope she gets exactly what she deserves. Her $4+ million judgment. Court ordered. Court ordered. Now let's go back to her thing. This still says 1%, y'all. But let's go back to her thing here. I'm going to read what it says here. It says here, we are coming out strong. Okay? The GoFundMe plus Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal donations are already putting us on track. Okay? And I'm happy to clear this judgment within about a year and a half. And we haven't even rolled out the merch, walkathons. You wait on me to ever be that vested in somebody on the phone. Some devil on the phone. Okay? Get these other content creators. You know, I know one that look white that has been asking his followers to donate. Maybe he can do that again. But I'm gonna tell you where I am with it. I'm glad that Cardi B is getting paid, and I doubt she need a penny of it. Okay, but it's the principle. About a year and a half, we haven't rolled out the merch, walkathons, group courses, private mentorship programs yet to accelerate the judgment fund. And remember, this doesn't even include my personal $20,000 monthly payment. No, yeah, 20,000. I had to really stop myself. I had to stop myself because in my brain it didn't compute. $20,000 a month payment. Okay? Yeah. My brain don't understand nothing like that. For my 44th birthday, the only gift I want is to break this chain once and for all and fully restore my freedom of speech. Why can't you talk? I don't understand. Whatever is on your heart to give, which I've already told y'all, is a penny on the floor. I ain't willing to go in there and pick it up. Okay? If I could give it, I wouldn't. But that's just me. Break this chain once and for all and fully restore my freedom of speech. Whatever is on your head, no, whatever is in your heart, y'all, my brain works, okay? It ain't broken, it ain't damaged. Listen, ain't nobody stoned my skull, okay? I'm in my right mind, okay? Stupidity don't live in my brain. And I haven't been brainwashed or influenced or controlled, and I have been targeted. But karma has already handled that because my limbs and my fingers, my hands, all that stuff, they work. And thank God for that. Thank God I ain't paying out $20,000 a month. Thank God I ain't on no GoFundMe asking nobody to give me $3.5 million for my birthday or any of that. Y'all, I don't need it. And that's a blessing. I don't see no blessing in none of this. But the only blessing I see in it is that Cardi B will get her money. She will get her money. That's all I've ever cared about. Okay. And I don't care enough to pay her because it's not my responsibility. You think I'm around here paying bills for stupid folks? For devils, demons, monsters? I ain't even watching their ads. Okay? I got an ad blocker. But yeah, all she wants for her birthday is to break this chain once and for all and fully restore my freedom of speech. Whatever is on your heart to give, I'm grateful. I'll be posting monthly payment updates for full transparency. Books are open. I don't care anything about that. Now, whoever's giving may care. Thank you to everyone donating, sharing, and even debating it. I see you and I appreciate you all. GoFundMe link in bio or search Tasha K on GoFundMe. You can also donate directly via Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and she has something here. And DC Winos, I'll see you in and you know and all that. But yeah, y'all, help Tasha K pay that off. Okay, whatever's in your heart. Listen, if you got an extra $100 laying around, you got $50. If you got $1,000, if you have 10,000, you know what? If you have a extra $100,000, give it. Because all I've ever cared about is that she gets her money. Okay? Meaning Cardi B. Okay? Shout out to Cardi B, y'all. Shout out to Cardi B. I love her.